have to analyze environmental justice with the sustainable development. Environment, it is a very hot topic around the world. So that's the reason I took this topic to give some ideas how can we get that environmental justice or how can we reach that environmental justice. So firstly we can understand what is environment. So environment means that it is a living and non-living things which are surround our living things. So firstly we have to understand we can get so many things from the environment. Maybe air or a water or we can use the land for our surviving. But why we couldn't give any valuable things to that particular environment? So that's a valid question of that. So if we get a particular environment from our predecessors as it is, we can use as much as we can. But we have to give that particular environment as it is to our future generation. That is one of the major obligation and the responsibility of us. Okay. So some of the scholars and some of the people or some of the states have thought about that. Yes, we have to achieve the environmental justice as much as we can. So that's why some of the conferences, conventions happen around the world, which are happened. For an example, Stockholm or Rio de Janeiro Convention, or maybe a Vienna or a Montreal, Paris Convention, which are happened. Why? We have to protect the environment to reach the justice. So one of the beautiful topic is that sustainable development. Yes, what is the meaning of sustainable development? Which means nowadays there are so many development with the technological field. Yes, we can do our development with the society as well as with the environment. We can earn so much of the profits, that's fine. But in order to be considerate about the environment too, then only we can achieve the environmental justice with the sustainable development. Yes, I have to say one thing in Sri Lanka, we also ratified some of the convention from international basis. So that's the reason in Sri Lanka Environmental Act also created and Central Environmental Authority also created to provide the best interest towards the environment. But these are happened. But we have the adequate knowledge how to protect the environment. But lack of awareness, we do some threatening to that environment. Some of the activities are very harmful to the environment. So that's the major problem. So in Sri Lanka also we know some of the reserved places are there. For an example, Singaraja, Vilpattu, Yada, Mutturajagala. Those are very wonderful places regarding the environmental protection. Yes, we can do one thing. We have to deforest the particular forest, that's fine, for our development or our necessity, that's fine. But we have to consider about that tomorrow. Then only we can achieve the particular environmental justice now. So that's my point. In Sri Lanka, even though we ratified some of the convention, but in the constitution, that's the major problem I have. Because it is not a fundamental right in Sri Lanka, it is a directive principle. That means it is a guidance towards the government. So that's the reason there are so many pollution happen with the Sri Lanka and surround the world. That's happened. For an example, in India, the environmental protection or environmental, that is a fundamental right. So they can reduce some of the pollution. But in Sri Lanka, we couldn't get that opportunity. That's also, it is an unenforceable right too. So therefore, no any asking of any application towards the Supreme Court towards we haven't any adequate procedure in Sri Lanka. So that's why I say that we have to recommend. It is one of the fundamental rights. Yes. Then I have to mention that one thing. We celebrated that Environmental Day, in June 5th. Wow. It is a major and very blessed to every country. Maybe we have to we have to remember the importance and valuable things of environment. So that's the reason I say that we have the responsibility, we have the obligation, we have to protect the environment as it is and effectively and efficiently without harming the environment. We have to interconnected with the environment. It is the indivisible right of everyone. So, what is the environmental justice? I think you got some of the points from me. Yes, that means we have to do anything with the environment, justice without harming the environment. Then we can implement the sustainable development and we got luxury life with the environment. So, this is my conclusion. So, we don't give any return back to that environment, but we have to do one thing. We have to, as it is considered about the environment. That is my conclusion. So, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.